Fantastic morning to you, friend. My name is Joel L. Joseph, and this is your Points of Greatness. What is Points of Greatness, you may ask? Well, Points of Greatness is 23 short videos, podcasts, and live audio feeds that are designed to empower and encourage you to triumph and tackle your daily task. Please feel free to share this message as much as you like. Contact us via YouTube, Facebook, or one of our other media outlets. I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited to receive your comments, your suggestions, and your thoughts. Please join the conversation. Our topic today is the effects of job loss. The current economic state of our country has job loss at a higher rate than usual. The Bureau of Statistics has it moving from about 4% in December of 2000 to 10% in October 2009 and still 7% in February 2013. This increase in the unemployment rate has also given increase to the rates of crime, specifically burglary offenses. They've increased by 0.9% to 2.98 million in 2011 from 2.83 million in 2010. There's also been an increase in the number of people living below the poverty line. And substance abuse has also increased. This inversely increased the number of people attending church, participating in religious activity, and people's faith in God as a whole. This trend of economic loss translating into an increase of faith is not uncommon. Throughout biblical history, specifically speaking of Northeastern African history, there is a cycle of the following: ascent or rise to power or nobility through faithfulness to God. After this ascent, there is a period of plentiness or fruitfulness. At this point, the individual or Israel is enjoying prosperity. After the period of plenty, the individual or Israel becomes arrogant or self-righteous and turns from Israel's God to serve the gods of the land and participate in status quo behavior. God then punishes the Israelites or the individual by subjecting them to rule by another nation or torment in their personal lives. The Israelites or individual then repents or turns away from the behavior and returns to God. Lastly, God restores them to a position of prosperity or plenty to show God's grace and mercy. In our own lives, we can attest to the fact that as times have gotten harder and money a little tighter, we've prayed more, read the Bible more, and went to church more than we ever had in our time of plenty. Isn't it amazing to note where people find God? There's a saying that states that there are no atheists in foxholes. And I believe that this is indicative of how we use God as an ambulance or as a last resort. Why do we only call on God in our darkest hour or on our deathbed? When we are too drunk to hold our heads up and start to see heavenly lights. Or in the corner of that dark alley. Or when we're about to spend our last dime in church, noting that we haven't given the previous dime when we had 10 dimes. Or even when we have lost our jobs through some incompetence of our own. Now, some of us have valid reason for job loss, like corporate greed, downsizing, or outsourcing. But some of us others have lost our jobs because we simply did not respect or honor what God had given us in a job to do. Oh Lord, back to the topic here, the effects of job loss. Now, there are other effects of job loss, such as depression, substance abuse, domestic violence, and suicide. These are those that may have said, because I lost my job, I no longer have to honor the promise that I made God before I got the job. I don't have anything or any reason to maintain high standards of living because it doesn't matter. We have literally taken on the Chris Tucker mindset. It's Friday, you ain't got no job, I'm gonna get you high. Instead of having the billionaire mindset that says, because I lost my job, I now have time to pursue my passion or find my destiny. I lost my job, now I have more time to spend with my kids to make sure that they are successful. I lost my job, now I can work on my marriage more. I can go back to school, I can start a business. I can stop drinking. Hey, that one was for me. I can build a stronger relationship with God. Matter of fact, I didn't lose the job lost me. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to downplay the psychological effects of job loss. However, what I am suggesting, and maybe this can work for you, I am suggesting a change in mindset of how you view the job loss. It can be a setback or a set up. Let me say it again. It can be a setback or a set up. I dare you to see this job loss as God opening doors for better opportunity. I challenge you to work harder than you ever had when you had a job. But wait a minute. When God blesses you with another job or career, don't forget the lessons that you learned when you were down and out. Don't forget the God that you prayed to, begging, asking, in that dark corner of an alley or in the hospital or when you ask God to transform or change this situation. Don't forget God. And don't forget the God that He was there when the only calls you received were from bill collectors. There is a song that says, you love me through my good. You love me through my bad. You didn't erase my future because of my past. You love me through my good and you love me through my bad. Wait a minute. Now, if God can love us through our good, which ain't that good, or even the best, and our bad, which possibly is the worst, then why can't we praise God and love God and stay faithful to God through God's good, which is the best, and our seemingly bad, which really ain't the worst? Think about it. Join us next time on Points of Greatness when our topic will be debt, finance, and money. Again, my name is Joel L. Joseph, and this has been your Points of Greatness. Have a phenomenal day, friend.
Does anybody want the Lord to make him over? Just begin to celebrate Jesus. Hallelujah.